Claude Code has saved my agency $67,000, and in this video you're going to learn exactly how, and more importantly, how you can get Claude Code to save your agency or your high ticket offer slash service just as much money. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lionel Batoda, and I am a high ticket growth operator. All that means is that I partner with coaches, consultants, and mentors and help them make a fuck ton of money. I don't really like showing off screenshots because we all know those are falsifiable, but something that's not falsifiable is live accounts, which I am more than willing to show you, but I will be blurring some sensitive information. Of course, all of this is to say that I am not a massive LARPer. I'm really out here in the trenches, which is why you're seeing me record this in the middle of a coffee shop. Now, getting into how Claude Code has saved my agency so much fucking money, we have to look at the agency growth engine. If you don't know what a growth engine is, it's basically just a customer's journey from them not knowing you exist to them giving you money. Now, typical process is fucking cold outreach through Instagram. So there's a lead scraping process that we outsource to VAs. We have a setting process for cold outreach. We have a closing process. Typically it's a 2-call close. Sometimes it has to be a 3-call close if we're dealing with a more skeptical individual. Now, the reason why we chose this because it's the fastest feedback loop and we can control it. The most difficult thing about this is right here, lead scraping. Now, I have allocated about $500 to $600 per month on VAs to scrape leads for me, because if you've never scraped Instagram leads, then you unfortunately don't have the pleasure of understanding how fucking terrible that is. It is literally one of the worst things you can do in existence. So of course, me being the benevolent individual I am, I just get other people to fucking do it for me. But that is an unnecessary expense, because the lead scraping process that we've made can actually now be automated by Claude. And we're going to get into Claude right now and show you how. So Claude obviously has its agentic features that are starting to roll out, and with these agentic features you can create skills that basically train the agents and then they do the things for you, blah 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 blah. So what I've done is I've actually created a skill for scraping leads for my agency. You can kind of see this is me just talking to Claude, getting it to do it for me, and then running a test. So we're gonna walk through this. I'm gonna keep it short and simple, and then we're gonna run a test so you can actually just see how amazing this fucking is. Right? Obviously, it starts with the master prompt of telling it what it needs to do. Blah 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 blah. I need you to just create a skill that searches YouTube and Instagram for people selling courses and mentorships actively posting in the last 30 days. Whole bunch of this information. Then I asked it if it has anything it wants me to clarify. This is really important if you want it to be accurate for yourself. It's going to ask you the questions that it needs, then you answer them, and then it starts the process of creating that skill, and then blah blah blah. What you end up with is a file that you can actually download and put into Claude so that it teaches itself, right? And then obviously going through an update procedure just to make sure we iron out all the kinks. What we end up with is a fully made skill that can actually just do what we need it to do. And now you're going to see me run this skill live. I did run it in the past, but I was recording with Loom. Loom was fucking up. It pissed me off, and now I'm using OBS, so that's why we're doing this a second time. So what we can do is we can just go in here, run the agency lead scraper, press enter, wait for it to do what it needs to do. I might cut out this section of the video because this is kind of boring, but you'll kind of see the end result here. As you can see, it's asking me the process. Okay, what niche should you research in? I'm trying to go double down into like trading and crypto and stuff like that. So we go there, engagement requirements, boom, recency, posted in the last 30 days. How many better creators do I want? Let's just say 10 for now as this example, that we let it run its process. While it's running up the process, by the way, I just started a Discord community for high ticket agency coaches, consultants, mentors. It's completely free for right now. All I want it to be is a place for everybody to be able to come together and share discoveries just like this. If you want to join, I literally just made it like 3 hours ago, right? It's the first link in the description. Go ahead and join up. Like I said, it's absolutely free for right now. And yeah, let's let Claude go through its process, and then I'll follow back up when it's all done. By the way, what I want you to pay attention to is this right here, loading existing leads log to check for duplicates. What that is I put a function into the skill so that Claude keeps a record of all the pretty much leads it's pulled. That way it doesn't pull duplicate leads. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is like kind of like the small nuances I was talking about. But yeah, I'll catch up to you when it's done doing what it needs to do. And there you go. It's all finished. You see 20 in here because remember, this is the backlog of the leads that it's pulled so far, right? But it added 10 new leads. And what you can do is you see it saved as a CSV that we can just come over here and download. So it's going to save it as a CSV. Now we can go into Google Sheets and open this up, and then I'll show you what that looks like here. Here it is right here. You can see the first one I made a little bit ago. So we open with Google Sheets, and bada bing bada boom. Here are all the fucking leads that I just scraped. Now I can go in here, pull this out, press that, opens up Instagram, and then I can send them an IG DM, and there you go. It is so simple. That probably took me what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? The KPI for the VA was scraping 100 leads per day, and they were getting paid $500 to $600 per month, right? And I just got Claude to do that in a fraction of the time for a fraction of the expense. I don't know about you. I'm a cheap bastard. I like saving money when I can. Now the best thing is now I could take those leads and then I can literally just copy and paste them to my already existing lead list for me to fucking have access to, right? Do you understand what that means? Like, moving forward, and maybe I'm just slow to the AI game, but moving forward, like every single process of my agency, because everything is itemized out, I'm no longer asking myself, okay, who's the most efficient person to do this? I'm asking myself, can AI do this for me? Because there's no way that I just fucking, like, it's fucking crazy. Like, if you're not taking advantage of this right now, you are going to be left behind. Now, as part of the Discord community that I mentioned before, I am actually going to put in like the download for the skill itself, so you can just all you'll need is a Claude membership. It's like $20 a month. You'll download the skill from my Discord, and then you'll be able to just plug it into whatever account that you're then you'll just be able to plug it into your Claude, and then you can just run the skill itself. It's pretty cool. Like I said, it's going straight into Discord. I'll be putting a lot more free things in the Discord because, like I said, I just wanted to be an agency hub for high-ticket agencies, coaches, consultants, mentors, everybody that's in the high-ticket space, so we can all share resources and grow that community together. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but none of that matters if you don't know how to scrape leads, contact those leads, and actually close those leads, which is what this growth engine maps out. And if you want to see me map out this growth engine with you live, click this video that just popped up right here.